Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and welcome to a hurrah on the Hatsune Miku collab within the bounds of a new level. Duel at the lava fields, following on from an illustrious series of duels. Let's have a look then. Vanguard is a timed score stage, but an insane one, so that's a bit of an interesting thing to be grappling with. Wait. Are you joking? This is what I'm going to go with. It is a defense up combo, as we all well and know, with the dual island should they need to individually come in and save the battle, and then a speed up combo alongside it. But mainly, these are the ones that I'm going to be using inevitably now once at a time, see if I can get something done. Because the power of a thematic win is stronger than the power of a sensibly put together strategy win. Into the battle we go! Oh, perfect. We got a little bit of thematic luck on our side there. That's better. It's an elder sloth, an alien enemy, which means Sakura is going to be well placed for dealing with that. We are probably just going to get a little bit mashed on the base, unfortunately, but not too much. Sakura is there and has frozen the boy. And there we go. It is just a deploy limit of 1. We're going to have that ugly message in front of everything we see. We got another freeze off there. I don't know if she's really doing a huge amount of damage or if the power is only in the procs. She's surviving a little bit, but I don't see a dead elder sloth yet. Oof. We got Hatsune out now, so it's all good. The attacks are a little bit faster here, but not so well geared against this. But we'll just have to see how that goes. It's obviously not going to go as well as some different units, but there's a knockback, so that's good. What isn't good is that it's still alive. And this might remain to be the case for quite a while yet. Max worker cat, and still nothing has changed, but I think at least by the time Hatsune dies we will be close to having another Sakura. So I'll just let the sloth do what it wants briefly, because we're obviously not going to get a hugely good time score out of this one. I'm looking for the thematic power. Okay, not great. We're on our second cycle again, but that's better! Hooray! Oh, and we got an angelic sleep there now. Looks like their limit is 1 enemy at a time, because that came out pretty pronto after the elder sloth died. Let's see how Hatsune deals with this one. Is angels in a repertoire? It is. So hopefully this will go a little bit better. Who knows? Oh, good, good. Not good. This always seems to happen just before she's about to pull off an attack as well. It is actually a little bit annoying. Sakura predictably not doing nearly as well. That's not going to die, neither is Sakura, so we'd be trapped into complete failure there. Let's try again, and I don't see how anything different could possibly happen. So maybe let's introduce them when they're about to win and pretend that they did really well. Oh, there you go. You see, that is pure, unadulterated power. Good job, Hatsune. What have we got next? Oh, okay. It's the big, chunky, fishy bun alien man himself. Well, let's see if a singular uber rare No, it can't. Well, what about you then, Sakura? You're anti-alien, so hopefully you should be able to do the job. There's a freeze. That's good. Can you do that again? You can do that again, okay. Well, I can't get any more of you, so this is going to be a completely losing battle because we can't permafreeze. Permafreeze. Ah, hang on. Oh, that is actually quite heartwarming. The time score rewards are almost utterly useless except for 1 cat jobs. I don't really have to care about what time I get. So this time I've brought 2 freeze up combos with me in anticipation of Sakura doing some epic freezing on that alien bun. But for now, I'd like you to ignore the existence of this unit and get ready for these 2 units to do all of the difficult work. Here we go. Let's get Sakura out and see what happens. Slow, not slow you. I've changed the cannon because I've now actually remembered to check the enemies in the stage, and that cannon is going to be necessary if we ever get past this section. If you can actually get a freeze off Sakura, let's see if it... Wow, okay, brilliant. Not a great start. I'll be fair to you here. You're not doing great. What we've established here is that it won't work. But what I mean by that is both the units are brilliant, and what I've done is completely sensible. Well, let's see if you can do anything different. Perhaps proc a little bit better. I mean, I doubt it, because even if you do proc it, it won't last as long as it needs to. But there's living in hope, and, well, then there's the reality. Oh, that was nice. That wasn't nice. Right, well, let's see if that works any better. Does this freeze last long enough to perma-freeze? Oh, wow. It pretty much almost does. I guess we can say that in this very, very niche and specific environment where you have an alien bum-bum and only one unit, use Gigavolta. Completely oppositional to the message I wanted, but isn't a sensibly put together strategy more important than a thematic strategy? I guess that is actually a useful piece of knowledge. I mean, I didn't know that with 2 freeze-up combos, an M and SM, you can get Gigavolta to effectively perma-freeze the Bun-Bun. The Bun-Bun starts to attack again, but not quickly enough, so it is effectively a sort of dangerous perma-freeze, and it's quite blissful. Lovely stuff. I'm just thinking here, with the abundance of this message being up, it'd be really nice to either have it moved to that gap in the top or minimise how visible it is. I know it's important to know you can't deploy anymore, but it's really not great to watch, is it? Anyway, Assassin Bear time. Will it be at 1000 health? I assume it will be. It's going to be the big grand boss, isn't it? Here we go, here we go. No, maybe it was a timed Assassin Bear. So actually, maybe our time wasn't that bad after all. Well, let's see if our thematic aims have any better luck in Elite Deadly. What are the time score rewards for this one? I mean, I think I can spare myself 1 treasure radar, given that I have 160. We don't have to worry about the time again. Let's go into the battle! Ah, Gregory. Well, that's good, actually. We can get Sakura out and hopefully, win and be pretty good. She can break barriers, can't she? So she will dispense with Gregory's barrier immediately. Well, not quite immediately, because he's going to whack on our base for a little bit, but not too long, because 7, 8, 9, we got her. You go, Sakura, and you win. Oh, no. She's got a blind spot. Let's try Hatsune. Has she got a blind spot? No, she's nice up close and personal and hopefully damaging enough to deal with Gregory. And yes, she is. Success! Oh, a Master A. Mag Aphrodite wouldn't have been lovely for that. It's just occurred to me. I can only use 1 unit and I'm not making that same sloth mistake again. You deal with it then, Hatsune. You can do it. You de gal. And red is in her repertoire as well. Well, go for it. You can weaken the boy. You can't weaken the boy. You can occasionally weaken the boy. Oh dear. At least we had sparkles. Right, well, Sakura it is. Let's give it a go. I doubt we're gonna escape from the same range problems as we've already had. Yeah, that was not a roaring success. Boom! Eat birthday cake, you slippery-tongued sod. Haha! That was all Hatsune and Sakura. Ignore whoever that is. Haha, it's your boy, Gravy. Well, no reason why we can't see how these lot will do. We'll just have to get back to you when this slow man has approached this slow man. It might take a while. Given Gravy's speed of attack, I'm going to send Hatsune in because she might be the only one who can actually get a shot off before there are problems for her. Now, I feel like Gravy might be one to damage us quite a lot, and so then there might be problems in terms of losing. Although that was a knockback, so good job there, Hatsune. You know, I don't actually believe that Gamirion managed that, only sort of contributed towards it. Well, Sakura is our only of the duet left to give it a go, and I'm not sure if she's actually hitting them, which means that with 1 unit available, it's a logical impossibility to win. Logical impossibility to win. Maybe I should use that excuse more often. Right, it's been quite a while since I last spoke of waiting for things to happen and things not happening in a particularly good way. So I have let myself loose and have changed what it's all about, except for these two, which it has to all be about. And of course it is all about, because they're the ones winning it for me. For this Professor A, I now have Rocat at the ready. As we don't really care about how long things take, I'm just going down the resistant route. That's why we also have the very foundation of the AI scandal, the Cat 6 siege engine in its true form. And in the first row now, some resistance up. So hopefully we're going to be sticking around for much longer than we would have otherwise. This is actually going remarkably well. This is the same Rocan, it's still about. You're doing a phantasmic job, and actually just nothing is required of me. I thought that was going to be its death knell. It wasn't. It's still going, the heckin' thing. I can't believe it. It's actually killed the Professor A. I'm going to give it a go with my 2 units because they're here for a reason. And as we all know, the thematic reasoning for having a unit there is far more important than the strategic reason for having the unit there. Okay, that didn't really work. I'm starting to wonder whether even this will actually work. We're surviving the attacks, but actually we've just been pushed back to our base. Let's see if Ro can stand up to this beast. The idea is, I guess, if this one dies, which it's a lot more likely to during a non-red enemy battle, I can quickly get another one out, and this is not going to be something with a huge amount of health that's bashed back against the base and rendered completely useless, along with my chances of winning being logically nil at that point. And maybe we can occasionally switch in Hatsune Miku, just to pretend that this video's theme's still on track. Wow! Another thing I think this has brought to attention is how slow the deploy limit is to respond to units dying. I'll try and demonstrate this with the Rocat here when it dies, and I'll be ready spamming it here. You can see it takes until then to deploy the unit. Now I thought, oh, maybe that's until the spirit leaves the sky completely, which even within itself is a slightly ridiculous thing to wait for. But actually, it's after that that you can get the next unit out. And I think for when the deploy limit works like that, that's not particularly fair. Maybe it's something that was written a long time ago and just isn't that accurate. I can't imagine it's a deliberate thing. Could this be tightened up and made closer to when the space is actually available? Well, I think that'll quite do it. You know, we could just carry on forever, but then equally we could not do that. So let's not do that. After all, it's a duel with a duet. Forgiving a little misspelling of one of those words, what do they both refer to? The number 2. There were 2 stages, and we've attempted 2 of them. Going on to the 3rd, if we ever got there, might perhaps ruin that. Or it might perhaps not. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed.